My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the holy word of God of 21st March 2023, the pivot, water that heals. The indicative of our reflection: the waters of God's grace are ever flowing. They give life, they refresh, nourish, and fructify life. Today's word of God in both readings focuses on water. In the first reading, it is the water around the temple, and in the gospel, it is the pool of Bethesda. Both are the sources and causes of life, freshness, growth, and fruitfulness in abundance. This water nourishes and heals, and thus leads to health and strength. What is notable is that it is not any water. This water has power, and this water comes from its association with the divine, the temple, and the stirring by an angel, respectively. This indicates that ordinary and natural things are sanctified and empowered by the divine touch. It is not magical or purely human, but divine. Any healing and miracle is not automatic. It needs a fundamental disposition of faith. It is not the water of the pool as such, but the divine power behind it that heals. Often, consciously or unconsciously, we attach too much importance to the symbols and make them automatic means and transmitters of power and healing. It is where the holy objects are made to be power transmitting talismans. Thus, our holy ritual celebrations, which are symbolic, can become mechanical. Perhaps this can be a strong indicator in Jesus' healing of the ill man in the gospel. All our various ways and means of seeking divine favors shall not become substitutes for the personal encounter with Jesus. All our holy symbols and activities should be complements and indicators of a deeper experience of Him. Do you want to be well? This question of Jesus looks apparently foolish because the desire for healing is quite natural and self-evident, and so why ask again? But this can be a call to express the ill man's explicit desire for healing, which is essential for any healing. It evokes a response, and with this fundamental disposition, Jesus heals him directly. It is no more the water, but the personal encounter and the intervention of Jesus. The ill man answers, "There is no one to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up, and while I am on my way, someone else gets down before me. It is unfair, I believe, to interpret this as a defense about his prolonged stay or protest and blame others. It is simply an elaborate and implicit answer of the man that he does really want but could not get healed due to situations. Jesus' words of healing, rise, take up your mat and walk, indicates what is real healing. Healing is to rise from sin, take up our lost strength, and walk steadily in grace. Jesus' words of admonition after healing, do not sin anymore, need not presume that he was sinning and his illness was because of sin. This can be indicative of a new, renewed life healed from sin. And now the imperative for our life: every sin makes us sick, lying on our beds of tepidity and inaction, and forfeits the beauty and the vigor of life. It is high time that we rise up and walk.